the Lord, for his love endures forever. We were wandering and lost, and our Father brought us home to a safe dwelling place.
Hi, I'm Randy Seitz. I'm CEO of Blue Line, and we are excited to be doing another project for Church of the Incarnation, particularly this project, because I just love the idea of taking a commercial building like a bank and repurposing it something for your all's new church home, particularly given the commitment that Church of the Incarnation has of being for the city and for God. So I am standing right here where your new front door will be. You will come out of the parking garage that's over there, come across this sidewalk. There's going to be an addition that basically goes from the edge of that window out to the sidewalk, all the way down to the end of the glass and back that way. And that will be part of the new foyer. So we're going to stop here for a second, go around, and we'll go into where the new foyer is. Okay, so now we are standing in the foyer right where the doors to the sanctuary will be. We are excited that you guys are bringing the doors from your current worship facility here and continuing to use those doors as the threshold from the foyer and gathering into worship. So from this point to my left here, there will be a small prayer room. It's going to have a wide sliding door that opens up. There'll be prayer going on there before, after, and during services, and it'll be available throughout the week for people to come in and pray. We're going to have a kitchen down at the far end of this space, kind of beyond where you see the wall now a little bit. We know how important the coffee and donuts are to you guys, and we're going to keep that going. But I know that you guys have a lot of other things that you want to do in terms of serving the community with food. So one of the features of the entryway, and one of the reasons why one of the things that we were able to take advantage of by positioning the prayer room right next to the entryway, is we're going to have this wonderful stone wall that is on one side of the entryway that also serves as a backdrop to the prayer room. So it's something that draws you in as you come across the street, adds some warmth and texture to that entry experience, and then also does the same thing for the insides of the prayer room as well too. So we're excited about the impact that that's going to have on the foyer and the prayer room. Pivoting around 180 degrees, at the far end of there is going to be the restrooms. The doors are not going to open into the foyer. You'll go down a little hall and turn left and get into them that way. But this whole area is also going to be sculpted into a beautiful gallery space as well too, so that you guys continue to feature the work of visual artists in a variety of mediums as well too. We're actually placing, at the end of the addition that's going to the front, we're placing doors out that someday, we hope, will lead out to kind of a walled garden on the east end of the building as well too. So as I turn around this way, these two columns that you see will actually be in the sanctuary, but you'll see in the plans that have been developed for you guys, we've minimized their impact on the sanctuary. And then it'll pretty much stretch from where you see the doors down at that end to almost where you see the doors at that end. One of the things that's been a big point of discussion is this vault. And it's going to take some effort, but we're going to be able to get it out. And that vault accounts for almost 25 additional seats in your auditorium. So it's worth the effort of getting it out. Can't really see right now where the platform's going to be, but you'll see in the renderings that have been made how the front of the worship center is going to look while you're standing in it. So we're going to take a break, and then we're going to go on upstairs. So being a downtown building, you've got 2 stories, which is great. And we're going to go upstairs and look at all the room you're going to have for children's ministry and offices in a bit. But one of the cool things is you've already got your elevator right here. We've got to do some work, bring it up to current code standards. But as you come to take your kids upstairs, or as your older children come to go to youth group, they'll use this elevator and they'll use this stairway right here. Okay, we're on the 2nd floor now, and we're just going to walk down where the center corridor will be and talk a little bit about what's going to be where. So first thing you come to up here is going to be a youth room that will seat, depending on the activity, 50 kids that are playing games and sitting in comfortable furniture. If you want to set things up for a lecture, it's sized that you could get 70 people in there for a lecture or some kind of community presentation. We have some large storage area here for the variety of things that will need storage on the second floor. But as we come down here on what is the south side of the second floor, we have 3 large children's classrooms that are going to be on this side of the corridor. There's also in the midst of that, there's a cluster of 3 different toilet rooms right up here. Kind of generally, they're located in an area where there was plumbing already in the building, but more importantly, we've tried to locate them so that they're not directly over top of the main part of the sanctuary and the worship area, so that we can minimize the noise between the floors that way. On this side then will be nursery and toddler rooms that will look out. You can see here when we get to the door, we'll look out over the entryway into the north. And then right about at this point, there will be a door and we enter into the office area. People coming in during the week will probably be directed to use this west entry below and come up this staircase right here. This will kind of be a waiting and a reception area. The offices are going to go all the way from the south side to the north side of the building, with pastoral offices on this side, some open office areas over here. But this corner will be a large conference room, meeting room, that will seat at least 20 people for meetings here as well too. And located so that the rest of the area can be closed off and people can come up and use that meeting room and not have to get into the rest of the space. One of the things we love about this building is just all of the glass. And what's really cool is for all these classrooms that are on the north side of the building, you really don't have to worry about a lot of direct sunlight. One of the remarkable things about this building is you really don't think about how much glass there is in it when you're outside and driving by, but when you come inside, and particularly now that we're demolishing a lot of the space, it's just amazing how much glass there is, and we're trying to capture as much of that as possible. The only place in the building where we really cover up windows is in the bathrooms, which we're guessing is something you probably want. Okay, we're standing in what is going to be your kitchen. And one of the cool things that Welby and Kristen, part of our Blue Line team, came up with is when we started talking about this area as the kitchen, I, being the dumb old one, just assumed we'd have to build a wall over all these. And they're like, no, we're just going to build up a wall to about right here and then put the cabinets along it and still have all of these windows and all this natural light come into the kitchen. So we think this is going to be just about the coolest church kitchen around. Hey, it's been fun showing you around this building. Can't wait to show you all around in person when it's finished. I just want to say again how thankful we are to be working again with Church of the Incarnation. I have fond memories of the days when you guys were over here in Mod Display for a while, and when you first moved into the building there on North Liberty Street. And you are our introduction to working with Anglican churches, and since then we've been able to work with several others. We're very thankful to be working again with Church of the Incarnation. Your commitment to the city with all of its noises and smells and sights and sounds, which is fantastic. It's been wonderful watching you all grow from your original location over in Mod Display to your North Liberty location, and now you're here home here in this bank building. So we look forward to walking with you through this project and seeing what God does for you all in this new location.
Give thanks to the Lord.